So the Nintendo Switch just came out a couple of days ago, all right? And now I know I'm late to the party for this. A lot of people have been commenting on my videos saying, hey, Jammer, do you know that this patent, blah, 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 new Sony Vita handheld, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, obviously I was going to make a video about it. I was in no rush because we're not going to get any news for this for a minute. But now, I'm really confused, though, okay? I'm really confused because I feel like there's not enough buzz going on for this. Now, this patent came out, well, let me look at the date. I'm looking at a site. I'm trying to find it. 17th of February. That is about, I'm recording this on the 4th of March. So 17th of February is about just over 3 weeks ago. I guess like 1, 2, just a little bit over 3 weeks. Whenever you see this video, it's probably about 3 weeks. So yeah, it's been a little bit since, but I still feel like there should have been more buzz. Like, for example, there's a lot of articles, or I feel like there wasn't even that many people, sites that talked about it. But IGN, for example, they have a video of it, but they don't even talk into it. It's a 40-second video with just text, you know. So I just feel like there's not a lot of buzz going on about this thing, and it's really confusing me because I feel like if something like this is shown, then what? Like, and it's not only like it's the patent was filed, or it was filed in 2015. It was just published recently. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is some new news. This is some crazy stuff, and so like it's not a phone. It's not a cell phone because you can obviously see the joysticks right there, and it's obviously not a Switch because it looks like a DualShock 4 on the sides. But all right, we gotta dissect this. All right, we're gonna talk about this. We gotta talk about this because you all know this channel was based off of the PlayStation Vita, so it's like this is some crazy shit. We all were thinking the Sony was not about to come back to the handheld market, and it seems like this is not the answer. I remember whenever the Switch first came out, I made a video, I think, or first got announced or released, whatever. I talked about the idea of Sony answering, and everybody, you know, everybody that wasn't a diehard Vita fan said, "Nah, that's not happening." Like everyone, or maybe you were a diehard Vita fan, but you know you've escaped that boundary. You know what I mean? And so everyone was like, "Nah, it's not happening." But what is this? You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. So it's definitely I don't even know what to say. I don't even know where to begin. Let's talk about the design first. So everyone keeps calling it looks like a Switch, you know, because it kind of does look like a Switch. Like what else is there? But there's some key things that obviously isn't Switch, you know. So for starters, it's definitely, they literally took a DualShock controller, cut the sides off, and attached it to a little screen. You can see the D-pad looks exactly similar, and the joysticks are actually coming up just like a DualShock 4 controller. Unlike the Vita, you know what I mean? Like people were happy of finally getting these 3D sticks. I don't know if that's what you'd call them, but whatever. You know, these sticks that aren't just little nubs. People were finally happy about that. Then people were like, okay, now I want R3. You know, you can't make everybody happy, but whatever. I like the Vita sticks, but regardless. So it looks like this is gonna have R3 and L3 support and all that kind of stuff. Then you see the triangle, circle, X, square, and then if you see BC3, that looks like maybe BC3 is on both sides, and they look like buttons. B1 and 25F1 also on the left. Oh, you see it left and right. So I feel like B1 and B2 would be start and select, and then the 25F1 and 25F2 is the speaker. Kind of small, but I don't think this is like the actual sizes of things, obviously, because those are kind of small. So BC3, I don't know what that is. Is that going to be L3? But I think I see an L3 at the back. I don't know. Regardless, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. So, dude, patents. Let's search up what a patent is. You know what I'm saying? Let's just dissect what this is. Okay, so patent, a government authority or license conferring a right or title for a set period, especially the sole right to exclude others from making, using, or selling an invention. So if this was filed in 2015 and it was just published, what do they mean? What is being filed? What does it mean when a patent is filed? Let's look at that. So after I did a little bit of research, it seems that whenever you file a patent, that basically means you're sending it in to be seen and read and to hopefully be granted. So that means in 2015 they filed it, and so it just recently got accepted. So I think that's what's going on here. correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. You know, this, I just did a little quick 5-minute research, so let me know. But so basically that means that in the coming years, but see, that's the thing, this is just a file of a patent, so this could come out in a while. I don't know, because like technology is advancing, and you know, and I feel like they already have a lot of experience with handhelds, so that I think they would know what kind of power that they're trying to get. So now let's just talk about the possibilities. So I don't know if I kind of am mad at this design just because it looks too much like the Switch, you know. And the Switch, the thing is with the Switch though, is that it's not even really supposed to be a concentrated handle. It's supposed to be a console, just that the idea that you're able to also take it on the go, and that's why you have the removable joysticks. While on this thing, it does not look like it has removable joysticks. So that's kind of like, I feel at the same time, I might be wrong, you know, I might be wrong. They could be removable joysticks, but off the bat, I don't think it's gonna be, because I don't think Sony's gonna would be trying to do a console / handheld hybrid, because they already have a prospering console. There's no need to do that, you know. Nintendo, on the other hand, kind of makes sense because their handhelds are doing so good, or their consoles don't do any good, so why not merge them? So yeah, but for Sony, it does not make any sense for them to make a hybrid whenever they have such a good console going on, and they're a console company, you know. They're not worried about anything, you know. So I think we should get rid of the idea of this going to be another hybrid. I think it's going to be another handheld, okay? And it seems as if they're answering everyone's questions, because think about it, everyone always wants a controller DualShock. This is gonna be, it's gonna have like console controls, bro. You know, a DualShock 4 controller. So already that's gonna have so many people ready to buy this thing. So that's a start. Now maybe the side things, maybe they are removable, but not for like any other purpose, just so you could store it, you know, so you could take it off and store it, so the thing isn't very bulky like that. So maybe it is removable, okay, but not for the same purpose as a Switch, you know what I mean? But if it is removable, that would be pretty genius by Sony. That would be pretty genius on their part. So that's actually kind of exciting to see. Now the screen, now obviously, like I said, I don't think this is to scale, so I don't know how big the screen is, but honestly, I don't think you could go very wrong with the screen. You know, they're gonna have a normal size screen, a good enough size screen. But in this picture, I feel like it's kind of small. But again, we don't know how big it's really. I mean, if I look at my controller right now, and if we can kind of, my DualShock 4, we can kind of gauge, you know, how long, it's not the same exact length, you know, but still. Now I think the next thing I want to talk about is I want to hear what you guys have to say, okay? Because I don't know, but what I'm getting from this is that this thing is going to be a real thing, you know. That's what I'm getting out of everything. This is going to be a real thing, but at the same time, is it not? Because that's why I feel like it caused way more stir than it did if you know. So I don't know, bro, I don't know what to think, but I think we should definitely not get too excited. But this is very interesting, man. And of course, I don't think anyone in Sony would know about the Switch, because the Switch only just got announced the end of 2016. And if this thing was filed in 2015, obviously they had no idea of the Switch. So it's like, it's not like they're copying or anything, you know. They had this idea for a while. And I feel like it's because there's no way to get a real handheld controller like the DualShock 4 and also have it look like a handheld. I said get the console controller to put it on a handheld. I don't know, bro. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is I think the reason why they're going with this little, because it looks like a little tablet with just controls onto it. And now the reason why I don't really like this design is because, like I said, it looks like the Switch too much. And I like the Vita because it looks like an actual handheld. This one doesn't really look like a handheld. It looks like just like a device in a sense, but a gaming device. But I feel like whenever you look at the Vita, you can kind of just tell, okay, like looks like a product from some, you know, company. But this one looks like some Nvidia type shit, and that's kind of what the Switch I feel also looks like, some Nvidia Shield type shit, you know. I don't really like that. I want my thing to look like an actual handheld. But I mean, you know, obviously I can't have everything in my way. But I don't know, man. I don't know, there's just so much questions I have for this thing, you know what I'm saying? And I also want to have, I feel like I want to have a discussion, and more so than me just talking. So definitely let me know what everyone in the comments below, what y'all are thinking about this. You know, this has been out for a minute. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, but this is just my first time talking about it to you. So let me know what you guys think about this. Like, are you guys excited? Like, does this make you excited? Does it get you happy? Because it kind of gets me happy, because it's a sign Sony's not done with the handheld market. And But oh, now I think about it, now at the same time though, I feel like with a real controller, that means like they're planning some big things for this system. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like if you're trying to put an R3 and L3 buttons on this thing, you're trying to give us something crazy, because handheld games are never usually as advanced as console games. So you don't exactly need a L3. I feel like sometimes it'll help, but like you don't need it. But so I just feel like they might try, and it's scaring me, because if they're just trying to do some crazy power thing again, like the Vita, it's not gonna work just like that one. They tried to brag about being the strongest handheld in the market. Well, now you got the Switch also to freaking battle with. Now, of course, that one's only 3-hour battery life for a handheld, so it's not. I feel like definitely not a dedicated handheld just because of the short battery life for it. 3 hours is not that long. I feel like up to 4 to 5 is whenever you're talking. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what the Vita will give you. So I don't know. I just hope, all in all, let me recap. So all in all, or not recap, let me just summarize something, like just what I want from this thing. So basically what I want is that all they got to do is, one, market it. That's all they got to do. That's the first step. Look at PlayStation VR, almost 1 million sales, and they marketed that a lot, and think about it though, because like before you would see so many commercials about PSVR, especially around the holiday season. All you saw, obviously, because, well, you could say just obviously, but like they didn't do that for the Vita, so obviously they're not that smart sometimes. So all I need is, one, they need to advertise the shit out of it. They need to make it known. Nobody knows what the Vita is. It's crazy. They need to give it a better name too. I think just a more appealing, maybe PSP2. Honestly, that kind of like, and I mean, yeah, that's what they got to do, because that'll spark people's minds. So first off, market it. That's number one. Next thing they got to do, they just got to do for anything, but next thing they got to do is just give it good games. Well, I'm talking, make an Uncharted, just like how they did with the Vita. Uncharted, make another Uncharted, maybe make it a sequel in a sense, so even gets people to buy it even more, just like they did with the Nintendo Switch. They put Nintendo or Zelda Breath of the Wild. See, I always say Breath of the Wild. They put that on the Switch, so immediately, and not only that, they didn't just put it on the Switch, but they also made it a really good game. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what people thought, people were like, I'm getting that. You know what I'm saying? It looked good enough because it was just that it had enough power to do that. So if they can do something like that with Uncharted, Horizon, they could do something with Horizon. Imagine doing Horizon, Gravity Rush, or just obviously not Gravity, because that flopped. But take their flagship titles and start off with that and market it, just like what the Nintendo Switch did. If they can do stuff like that's two things. And then the third one would just be support it, man. I don't know, just support it and make it a big deal. Unlike the Vita. The Vita was kind of like a side thing, you know what I'm saying? Make it a big deal, just like you kind of did the VR for us for a little bit, and then it kind of died down. But still, it's the best selling virtual reality in the market right now, and it just came out in October. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what they got to do with this thing. This could easily, there's no reason why Sony's handheld devices should be inferior to everybody else, or to Nintendo's. There's no reason why it should be inferior. The PS4 is all this thing needs to shine. Put a game on the PS4, put another one on this one. That's all you got to do, man, or something like that. You get what I'm trying to say. It's really not hard, Sony. It's really not hard. That's why it was like, it kind of made sense for them to not enter the handheld market again, but it also makes sense because it's not like you know what I'm saying? It's just tragic. And this is the last chance. I feel like this is my last chance I'm giving them if they do this. So wow, it's a lot. Let me know what you guys think though, because like I said, this is big. This is important for my channel. You know what I'm saying? This is important for everyone. I know everybody watching this video. I know you guys are passionate shit about this. So let's have. I'm gonna be in the comments like for this video for a long ass time. So let's talk about this. What do you guys want from this? What are you guys looking to get out of this? Do you guys think this is real? What's up? Really, what's up? Other than that, that's all I gotta say. I will see you all in the comments, okay? I'm not gonna see you later. I'm gonna see you in the comment section. But yeah, long live the Vita. Hopefully this thing can do way better. But other than that, that's all I gotta say. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace. You see, I'm waiting and they hating, and I'm sipping on my tea. Bad bitch walking past, may I stop you, please? please. Man, I'm hungry as a bitch, but this life ain't free. If I'm trying to get this money, I can't really shake a tree. I be working, it's a 3:15. When I stop